Hey there, intrepid globetrotters and disenfranchised dreamers. Buckle up as we dive headfirst into the murky waters of expatriate disappointments and the shattered dreams of living in lands that promised us everything but delivered an episode of Lost, minus the intriguing plot and attractive castaways. Welcome to the ultimate countdown on Region Rundown, where today we're spilling the tea on the top 10 countries people regret moving to. Think of it as the Yelp reviews of nations, where the stars are not just about the food, but also about whether you can survive the winter without morphing into a human popsicle. Starting our list at number 10, let's talk about Canada. Oh, Canada. With your jaw-dropping landscapes that look like Apple screensavers and cities cleaner than a germaphobe's dream house. It's the land where politeness is so pervasive. You'd think sorry is a mandatory greeting. But before you start envisioning your life in this postcard from the north, let's pop that bubble faster than you can say, universal healthcare. First off, the cold. If you thought Frozen was just a cute Disney movie, wait till you experience the real thing. Elsa would have moved to the Bahamas if she lived in Canada. Then there's the immigration process, a maze that makes Inception look straightforward. And if you manage to navigate through that, congratulations. You now get to enjoy the high cost of living, where buying a house in Toronto or Vancouver is akin to selling your soul. And let's not even get started on the healthcare. It's like each province decided to make up its own rules just for kicks. Moving on to number 9, the United Kingdom. The land of Shakespeare, the Beatles, and rain. Lots and lots of rain. It's like living in a perpetual Instagram filter named Gloomy Chic. But hey, at least you have historic castles and the NHS, right? Well, brace yourselves, because the high cost of living here will have you considering a cardboard box in Hyde Park as a viable housing option. And while the healthcare system is comprehensive, navigating it requires the patience of a saint and the determination of a British bulldog. Also making friends? Prepare for a marathon, not a sprint. Brits take a while to warm up, much like their summers. Cruising into number 8, we have Brazil, the carnival of countries where the party never stops. And neither does the crime rate, apparently. It's all fun and games until you realize that the vibrant culture comes with a side of safety concerns that could make Grand Theft Auto look like child's play. And traffic in São Paulo? It's the real Fast and Furious, minus Vin Diesel's reassuring presence. Here, your patience will be tested beyond the limits of human endurance, proving that sometimes the price of beauty is just too high. Landing softly at number 7, it's France. Oh la la, the country of love, wine, and people who make you feel like you've interrupted their day by existing. The City of Lights is breathtaking, but the aloofness of Parisians could leave you feeling like you're in a relationship with someone who's just not that into you. It's the land where bonjour can sometimes feel like a secret password you forgot. But hey, drown your sorrows in a croissant, learn a few phrases in French, and who knows? You might just find yourself blending in, or, at the very least, perfecting the art of the shrug. Sliding into number 6, we've got China, a country where ancient meets modern in a clash of dragons versus drones. The language barrier here is just the tip of the iceberg, or should we say, the Great Wall. Because behind it lies a work culture that makes the term overtime look like a cute suggestion. And for those of you who enjoy a breath of fresh air, good luck navigating the smog-filled cities where smoking in restaurants is considered a national sport. Are you still with us, or have you already packed your bags in despair? Don't hit that unsubscribe button just yet, because we've got more juicy insights coming your way. Join us as we continue this thrilling ride through the realities of expat life, where the grass might seem greener, but is actually just covered in snow or smog, depending on your destination. Now fasten your seatbelts as we approach number 5, Japan. The land of the rising sun, sushi, and samurais, where tradition and technology live in a harmonious blend, like avocado and soy sauce. Japan's enchanting landscapes and bullet trains that make your morning commute look like a slow-motion replay are genuinely something out of a sci-fi novel. But, much like their neighbors, the work-life balance here is more myth than reality. Imagine living in a world where leaving the office on time is the equivalent of spotting a unicorn. And for those who thought smoking was so 90s, welcome to Japan, where dining out comes with a complimentary side of secondhand smoke. It's like stepping back in time, but with better technology and way more vending machines. Starting with number 4, the United States, land of the free and home of the brave consumer. Ah, the American dream, where streets are paved with opportunities, and sometimes, unfortunately, with crime scene tape too. Yes, the US does offer a smorgasbord of lifestyles from the glitzy hills of Hollywood to the bustling streets of New York City, where you can live out your own sitcom life, minus the laugh track and the guaranteed happy endings. And let's not forget the healthcare system, a real-life game of Monopoly where you hope not to land on the go-to-hospital space without a get-out-of-debt-free card. The cost of living in cities like San Francisco will have you considering whether living in a shoebox might not be so bad after all, as long as it's got a view of the Golden Gate Bridge. Next stop, Mexico at number 3. Picture this: endless beaches, vibrant street markets, the sound of mariachi bands filling the air, and, oh, the occasional bribery negotiation with the local law enforcement. Yes, Mexico is a country of stunning beauty and rich culture, but it's also a place where you need to keep your wits about you. You thought navigating the menu at a local taqueria was challenging. Try deciphering the unwritten rules of local bureaucracy and safety. And remember, while enjoying those margaritas on the beach, keep one eye open for anything that looks more suspicious than a taco without salsa. Sliding into the number 2 spot with the grace of a figure skater on a Belarusian winter day, we have Belarus. This country offers the charm of Eastern Europe without the hefty price tag, but it comes with its own special blend of challenges. The language barrier here is more like a language fortress, with Russian and Belarusian gatekeepers ensuring you'll feel like an outsider until you've mastered the local lingo. And the winters? Let's just say they're the perfect backdrop for a remake of Frozen, except Elsa's not coming to save you, and the cold definitely bothers anyway. And drumroll, please. Our top contender for the country most likely to shatter your expat dreams, Vietnam. Now, Vietnam is undoubtedly a country of breathtaking landscapes and culinary adventures that'll have your taste buds in a constant state of euphoria. But it's also a land where crossing the street requires the strategic planning of a military operation and the agility of a ninja warrior contestant. The weather isn't just hot, it's like living in a steam room 24/7, which is great for your pores, but not so much for your overall comfort. And if you thought the language barrier was just about mispronouncing pho, think again. It's more about smiling and nodding while hoping you didn't just agree to buy a water buffalo. So, dear viewers, as we wrap up this eye-opening journey through the top 10 countries people regret moving to, remember this: moving abroad is like going on a blind date. It can turn out to be the love of your life, or it can leave you wondering why you ever left the house in the first place. But it's all about the adventure, the stories you'll tell, and the resilience you'll build. Whether you're sipping tea in the UK, dodging scooters in Vietnam, or braving the cold in Canada, remember that every experience is what you make of it. Keep your sense of humor, your openness to learn, and maybe a return ticket handy, just in case. Don't forget, hitting that like button and subscribing to Region Rundown is the easiest decision you'll make today, far simpler than deciding to move to another country. We're here to keep you entertained, informed, and maybe a little bit wiser about the world we live in. Thanks for joining us on this whirlwind tour, and until next time, keep seeking the good life, wherever it may take you.